The second half of the NPL New South Wales Women's Premiership season kicks off this afternoon with a vital match between two teams trying to make a mid-season surge. It's Sydney Olympic on the tail of two straight wins taking on Gladesville Ravens, who are trying to mount their own push up the ladder. Welcome to Peter Moore Field. Good afternoon, everybody. Mike Sheen with you for the call of this one. Round 14 action between Olympic and the Ravens. Teams are in for round 14. Let's have a look at them as they line up this afternoon. Sydney Olympic lines up this way. Starting in goal, number 21, Brianna Clark. The rest of the lineup is 2, Gabriella Peake. 4 is Baxter Thew. 7, the captain, Aideen Keane. 8, Alyssa Wynnum. 10, Maya Fernandez. 13, Tara Baudana. 14, Sarah Yadam. 23, Chloe Gordon. 25, Priya Skiraja. And 36, Bella Voisey-Yulden. The subs, a couple of interesting subs on the bench for Olympic. 3, Ebony McHugh-Shaw. 9, Tiana Fuller. 12, Olivia Liziak. 31, Annalie Grove. And number 39, Peter Trimmis makes her debut for Olympic if she gets on this afternoon. For Gladesville, they line up this way. Starting in goal is number 1, Eliza Coleman, back after a week on the Pine, along with 5, Charlotte Wilford Carroll, 8, Annie Halls, 10, Lexi Moreno, 13, Brianna Buccini, 21, Morgan Roberts, 23, Keisha Allen, 24, Poppy Channing, 25, Eliza Hamilton, 39, Miku Suniga, and 51, Isabella Habuda. The subs, reserve keeper number 18, Michaela Kent, along with 11, Paddy Sherrilambers, 17, Kaylee Shannon, 19, Natalie Sproul, 27, Alyssa Ningsard, and 42, Alethea Levy. We can go around the grounds quickly pre-game. Full-time at Linwood Park. I can tell you it's full-time there. Apia Leichhardt 2 defeating MacArthur Rams 1. So Apia continuing their little surge of their own mid-season. And the other match earlier today was Bulls FC Academy 2 defeating Mount Druitt Town Rangers 0. They were the scores earlier today. Looks like we're just about ready here at Peter Moore Field for kickoff. Olympic in their traditional blue and white. Gladesville in their away white kit. And we're just about ready for kickoff. Referee is Charlotte Flynn, assisted by Olivia Shivers and Alia Elzine. So we're just about right for kickoff here this afternoon. Just about set to get things underway. She's just making sure everything's in working order. We're just about ready for kickoff now at Peter Moore Field. Just a slight delay as we get ourselves set for kickoff. It'll be Gladesville to kick off, running left to right in the first half, and we are away. Round 14 of the NPL season, the second half of the season, if you like, is underway. Some people refer to it as round 2 of the season. And both teams desperately looking for the 3 points here this afternoon as we see Olympic down the right-hand side, running right to left as we look at it. Nice ball down that right-hand side. They find an option inside. They have got half a chance here, but it'll be cleared away by Gladesville and out for a throw. Deep on the right-hand side, pushing forward for Olympic was the skipper today, Aideen Keane. She's been in good form in the last couple of weeks. A couple of goals to her name in the last couple of weeks. Gladesville able to clear that one away. Gladesville sending it up towards halfway and beyond. music take us back for Eliza Carroll. High ball in midfield, there to be won. Suniga, former Perth Glory player, or spent last season at Perth Glory. Former MacArthur Rams player last season under Stephen Peters. They go down the right-hand side. Gladesville, early ball into the box. Here's a chance. Can they get a shot away? Suniga on the turn, cleared away. They'll work it over and out for a throw. Early pressure from the Ravens. Brianna Buccini, the right-hand side, takes the throw. Gets it into the box again. Suniga in the neighbourhood, cleared away by Olympic. Up towards halfway. That one, does it stay in? No, it doesn't, according to the assistant on the near side, and goes out for a throw. Referee says, hang on, we'll have it again. Charlotte Flynn, the vastly experienced Alia Elzine on the near side. Olivia Shivers controlling the far touchline. Buccini goes long down the line. Lead away by Olympic. Breeze firing up in our microphones. See the flags. Certainly, top three. Quite a buzz Sunday afternoon down. Breeze running across the ground as we look at it. Behind our backs. The first half, Brianna Clark making an easy save. Brings that one out. Decide to go right hand side, but then switch back through Chloe Gordon. With her sister Bethany is in attendance today. Played yesterday. Had a hard-fought win, leaving it to the death. 95th minute, I think it was. Spirit getting a 1-0 victory at home yesterday, virtually the last of the game. Guy Halmerick, the superstar. Yesterday afternoon. So we've had 4 minutes in the first half, fairly even start. Neither side giving away too much so far in the opening minutes. Chance for Olympic now. First real push forward for the home side. Ground has had a bit of traffic on it in the last couple of weeks. Gordon was captain last weekend at Linwood Park. They got the win 4-2 over MacArthur last Sunday. Tried to turn the corner there, Maya Fernandez. And get past Lexi Moreno. Throw on the far side. A hook from Charlotte Wilford Carroll. Bit of a box kick there. Not sure if you can have a box kick in football, but it's kind of close to that. Olympic getting the throw on the far side. 5 gone first half. Olympic 0, Gladesville 0. Bit of head tennis there. Nice turn from Melissa Wynnum, who's been the pocket dynamo in the last couple of weeks. 5 goals, if you don't mind, in her last 2 outings. No doubt Lauren Phelps and the Gladesville staff have done a thorough job of scouting her out ahead of today's fixture. All cleared away by Olympic. Now, Gordon dropping back. Voicey Yulden inside. That's Maya Fernandez. He's out of room, though, on that far side. And for a throw. The referee's found a free kick here, has she? Certainly looks that way. Free kick to Gladesville. First one of the afternoon. Taken in a good area, left-hand side of the ground. Probably 10 or 12 metres outside the 18-yard box. Not easily taken by Brianna Clark in the end. Two other matches on in Football New South Wales. Round 14 women's action this afternoon. Until you 4 minutes gone at Cromer Park. No score between Manly and Western Sydney Wanderers. Ash Borg been on the road this weekend, Ash, pulling the action there. And 5 minutes gone at Uni Football Park. Sydney University and Illawarra. No score there, Paletti in charge of that one. Offside against Gladesville. First offside flag of the day. Goes against the visitors after 7 minutes. So no score around the grounds earlier today. It was Bulls FC Academy 2, Mount Druitt Town Rangers 0, and Macarthur Rams 1, Apia Leichhardt 2. We had two games yesterday. The afternoon match, as I mentioned, Sky Halmerick in the dying seconds. Here's a chance. Have they turned it in? They have turned it in. Opening goal for Sydney Olympic. Looks like Sarah Yadam got the final touch on it, and she's managed to poke it home to make it 1-0 to the home side. 8 minutes gone, nothing doing. Got a little feather on it and dribbled it past Eliza Coleman, and the home side take the lead. Sydney Olympic 1. Gladesville Ravens 0. I think it was Yadam who got the final touch on it, but managed to poke it home, and the home side plays from in front. That dream start has continued with George Beltsos in charge. They've won their last two under George, trying to make it 3 on the trot tonight. Back at Belmore, Gladesville trying to return serve almost immediately. High ball, Channing trying to nod that one down. Worked forward by Olympic. Free kick. The way of Gladesville. The two fouls so far, one offside against them. One worked back to Brianna Clark, another of the former Rams in this lineup for Sydney Olympic. Niku Suniga from Gladesville can be added to that list. Mentioned that a bit earlier, so several former Macarthur girls playing in this one this afternoon. The focus is Olympic and Gladesville. Olympic sitting 12th on the ladder, 2 wins, 3 draws, if I can read my handwriting, and 7 losses. 9 points on the table so far. Nice ball forward from Sarah Yadam down the right-hand side. Chasing after it. A good run from 18 Keane, but she can't reel it in. Touchline wins out in the end. Out for a goal kick. Got a goal in Amperdown, rather. Illawarra have scored through Siobhan Edwards. It's Illawarra 1, Sydney University 0. No score at Cromer Park after 8 minutes. Manly and the Wanderers 0-0. So with that goal, if my maths is right, I think that'll put Illawarra top of the table on the live ladder. Gordon calling for somebody to make the run. Didn't get it. Gladesville on the counter. Habuda trying to work it forward. Almost breaks for Gladesville here. Moreno making the run. Wynnum, the dangerous Alyssa Wynnum. They won't want to give her any room. Beats one. Still going Wynnum. Slaloming run. Feeds it to the right-hand side. Shot comes in. Just away to the right-hand side. Not a bad effort there from Olympic. Building up nicely. A couple of good efforts there on goal, including the one that led to a score. That one down the right-hand side. Wynnum, they won't want to give her any room. She's dangerous at the best of times. Just waiting for the goal kick to be taken. There it is now. Eliza Coleman getting us back underway. Moreno swings it left. That was the idea anyway. Picked out by Gabby Peak, former uni defender, now in the blue and white, changing from blue and yellow to blue and white. Been there, I think it's her second or third season now. Skipper Keane. Very keen to try and find some space in the open side of the ground. Gordon slides it forward. It was a good ball forward from Chloe Gordon. Just quite get the radar on target. Wynnum. A little bit of foot tennis there. Not a break for Gladesville. They'll settle it. Halls. Picked off by Olympic, but it'll go over and out for a throw. Wynnum trying to make the run. It'll get dispossessed by Voicy Yulden. Get the call of man on there. Baldana was awake to it. Gordon settles it. Alongside Baxter Thew. He's come up from Illawarra in previous seasons, Baxter Thew. Gordon will draw the defender in. Nice ball forward for Yadam. Gordon down the line. Touched on by Baldana. That's a nice touch, trying to pick out Priya Skiraja. Dropping back was Keisha Allen. Baldana with the throw on the near side. Goes long, but cleared away. I think that was Channing. That crashing into the stand off to our left. See the effect the breeze is having. Seems to be running across the field as we look at it. So neither side getting a real advantage out of that here this evening at Petermore Field. Now it's Gabby Peak down the right, making the run. Continued on with it, and they've won the throw here, Olympic, on the right-hand side. At least 15 minutes gone here at Petermore Field. Sydney Olympic 1, Gladesville Ravens 0. Mike Shane with you this evening on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. Great to have your company for another Sunday evening of top-grade women's football in New South Wales. Plenty of high-quality action on the pitch here this evening. Nice ball inside Baldana. The slip came from Wynnum at the wrong moment. Idea was right, but Wynnum just losing a footing at the wrong moment. Excuse me. Habuda. Nice ball forward from Habuda. Has an option there. They'll swing it wide. That was Wilfred Carroll. In fact, it was Eliza Familton making the shot. Familton making her senior grade debut in the last couple of weeks. Hasn't played a lot of senior action with the Ravens, but Lauren Phelps feeling the call-up was deserved. Defending the canteen end. As you can see in the background, the change rooms and canteen end of Petermore Field. Well, up towards halfway. Watched over the line by Familton. An Olympic throw from Gabby Peak. Wynnum with the blonde locks, easy to spot. Far side of the pitch, wins the throw. Under pressure there from Lexi Moreno. Also there was Eliza Familton once again. Lim ruling in favour of Olympic. Hands went up from both sides. Our throw, sir. In favour of the blue and white. Certainly winning the territory battle in the opening quarter hour, Sydney Olympic. Ball breaks for Maya Fernandez. Peak been busy down that right flank. Playing in a right wing role by the looks of it this afternoon. Suniga works it forward. Finds Morgan Roberts. Nice of handball. Referee Flynn not buying. One over and out. It'll be a Gladesville throw. Puccini again trying to steal a few metres. Not the first time she's been caught for that. She'll take it back near halfway, and you heard the call there from Charlotte Flynn. Take it on halfway. Don't take a running start. Charlotte Flynn, a highly experienced referee, so take a fair bit to get past her this evening. We see Yulden leaving that one. Good head there from Channing. Cheney does win the throw this time. Careful not to take too much ground on that throw on the right-hand side. That'll be in the back of her mind for the rest of the afternoon. Takes a deflection off Yatum. Cheney back inside looking for a player. She's found Morgan Roberts. They'll keep the throw on the right-hand side. You can see famous Old Belmore Sports Ground off to our right. Home of the Olympic men's team. Looks like we've got another goal in Camperdown. Sydney University 0, Illawarra Stingrays 2. And at Cromer Park, 15 minutes gone, Manly United 0, Western Sydney Wanderers 0. Suniga. Channing. Looks it back. Only found blue and white shirts. Voice Yulden was there. Second effort from Wynnum. Voice Yulden working it forward. That's a nice ball down the left-hand side. Picks out Skiraja. Down the line. Further forward was Sarah Yatum. It'll be cleared away by Gladesville. It does find the line, in fact. I thought it had stayed in the field of play, but Charlotte Flynn signalling a throw to Sydney Olympic. Throw deep on the left. To the 18-yard box. It'll be cleared away by the Ravens. Now it's Yatum. Slides it forward. Bit of miscommunication at the back from Gladesville. That one just goes out for a throw. Nearly got very messy for Gladesville there. Conceding a corner, but wasn't to be. Boise Yulden pushing forward. Takes on Suniga, using the body well, Miku Suniga. Chloe Gordon. Back towards the touchline. Touch on from Baudana. Gets it back on the 1-2. Through Gordon. Swings it across the pitch. Dangerous ball, but they get out of jail here, Olympic. Worked it forward over the halfway line. Halls. Captain's armband this afternoon, Annie Halls. Wynnum might have taken a knock in back play. We'll keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, it's Morgan Roberts. Ball over the top, not a bad one. Clark has to come out. Habuda was coming. Clark getting there in time. Plenty of experience in Brianna Clark. Had many years in the top grade. Now it's Baxter Thew. Gordon. Minutes gone here at Peter Moore Field. Nice little turn there. Lovely turn. Picks out Skiraja. Away to the left-hand side. Probably had a bit more time than she realised there, Skiraja. We had a little more time to settle on that one and measure the shot a bit better, but she wasn't to know that, and it was the one-time effort. She put it out for a goal kick. Yadam knocked over, wins the foul. On my count, that's the first one for Sydney Olympic today. We played nearly 22 minutes. It's Alyssa Wynnum to take the free kick. Only two in the wall. Suniga, the shorter of the two with the sleeves. Wynnum just chips that towards the penalty spot. Headed away by Gladesville nicely. I'll play that one away towards halfway. Headed down by Eliza Hamilton. And eventually over and out. So midway through the first half, Sydney Olympic with an early goal on the board thanks to, well, we believe it's Sarah Yadam on 8 minutes. We'll give her the credit for now. Sydney Olympic certainly in front by a goal to nil. Been a fairly even opening quarter to this one. Baxter Thew, swings left. Aldana. Sit back on the 1-2, look down the line further. Had an option there in Sarah Yadam. Couldn't quite reach her though. Gordon. Head on it once again. Aldana sends that one aerial and inward. It's out Wynnum. Wynnum, nice ball over the top. One touch there. It's been tipped away. 18 Keen with the shot on target. Eliza Coleman got a fingertip to it and did enough to push it wide. Olympics certainly pressing hard. Wynnum, the midfield general, goes left-hand side this time, gets it back on the 1-2. He's down the line. Yadam. Back to goal. The turn. Couldn't quite get a clean pass away. Morgan Roberts does well to intercept. Now Moreno sends it forward. That's a good ball for Olympic. Picks out Hamilton on the left. But the Olympic defence up to the task and they see it away. Been an entertaining game this one. Only the one goal through nearly 25 minutes. It's certainly an entertaining affair so far. Keen. Cries of man on. Does enough to evade the challenge coming in from Lexi Moreno. Now it's the other number 10 in Fernandez. That one goes over and out. Goal kick comes from Coleman. Moreno trying to turn the corner. One out on halfway. Free kick goes the way of Sydney Olympic. Buda just questioning where the free kick was given. It's been taken a few metres inside Gladesville territory. Swung forward for Skiraja. Goes over and out. Free kick given away by Moreno. None too thrilled about the decision from Charlotte Flynn, but she won't win that case. Olympic faithful wanting a free kick, a yellow card rather, for the ball being kicked away. Not getting any love from Charlotte Flynn this time. All worked in by Baxter Thew down the right-hand side, and that one only finds the back fence. Coleman. Then gets the goal kick. About 40 metres. It's the way of Olympic. Ball on the far side of the field. Just headed inside, picked up by Annie Halls. Wynnum down the right-hand side. Ball inside, trying to pick out Skaraja. Coleman takes it easily at the back. So we'll go around the grounds. Here it's 27 and a half minutes gone. Sydney Olympic 1, Gladesville Ravens 0. Camperdown, Sydney Uni 0, Illawarra Stingrays 2 after 25. And at Cromer Park after 25, Manly United 0, Western Sydney Wanderers 0. Only the 3 games on this afternoon or this evening. Earlier today, Macarthur Rams 1, RPL Leichhardt 2 at Linwood Park. Mel Muscat at match of the day duties today. And at Northbridge Oval, it's Bulls FC Academy 2, Mount Druitt Town Rangers 0. The jet-setting, globe-trotting Dave McDonald on duty this afternoon. We let Mac loose and send him to Northbridge for a change. Jet-setter that is Dave McDonald. Part of the Football New South Wales commentary team. The other 2 matches on this afternoon at Camperdown. Watch that one, Paletti. He's at the microphone there calling that. And at Cromer Park, Ash Borg on duty. Manly and the Wanderers. Mike Sheen with you here from Peter Moore Field. Hope you're enjoying the match through the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. Cheney with the throw for Gladesville down the right-hand side. Ellie Gordon just pops it over the line and out. Throw into the box. And for a goal kick. A couple of former Mariners on the bench, or current Mariners on the bench for Sydney Olympic in Tiana Fuller and Peter Trimmis, no less. Part of that premiership winning side from earlier this season, or earlier this year in the A-League Women's. Garaja turns it forward. Heard the call from Voicey Yuld, and now Yadam through the middle. And he hauls, intercepts. Gladesville boot getting in the road at the right time. Let's win them on halfway. Gordon. Again, looking for options, trying to draw the defender in. Halls does well to intercept, feeds it down the line. Nice ball for Habuda. Gordon drops back. Habuda, former Arpia player. Gordon, the former Ram. Both in different colours this year. Neither of them in their first season at their current club. Ball headed into the box. Suniga turns it around. Pinballing in there, has to be cleared away. Olympic doing well to see it away. They get it up over halfway. In the end, Wynnum on the turn. Selling a nice piece of candy there on Annie Halls. And being played at a good pace, Thew seeing that one over the touchline and out. Ball going forward for Gladesville. Can they fashion something here, Olympic? Saying not this time now down the right-hand side. Here's a chance for Olympic. Flag is up for offside on the far side. The home fans, in fact, no, it's gone out. The assistant had flagged for offside, but it's crossed the line. So it'll be a Gladesville throw in front of the Ravens bench. An indication of how cold it is in Sydney today. Look at the blankets and puffer jackets and beanies. It's that time of year. As a wise man once said, winter is coming. Actually, no, it's not coming. It's here right now, and it's hit with a blast. Liza Coleman giving that one a blast towards halfway. Flags on the far side indicating kicking into a rather strong breeze in the first half. About 12 minutes remaining. Still oranges. Olympic leading by a goal to nil. Gordon takes it forward. Wynnum has been devilishly busy early on. A power of work. Voicey Yulden trying to find Yatham. Over and out for a goal kick. Coleman was in the neighbourhood and saw that over the line easily for a goal kick. Headed forward by Maya Fernandez. Suniga takes on Voicey Yulden, doesn't win out. Good tackle there. Fernandez goes out wide to the right. Keane slides it forward. Wynnum made the run. It was a good run. Had to be intercepted by Channing. Second effort for Olympic, this time to the left. Yatham. She's been called for offside. Now Gladesville trying to find something here before half time. Offside against Gladesville. $11 minutes to the break. Sydney Olympic 1, Gladesville Ravens 0. Mike Shane with you this evening. Hope you're enjoying this one as we are bringing it to you. Certainly an entertaining game. Plenty of action. Not many shots on goal, but plenty of action in the opening 35 minutes. Far side of the ground now. Very difficult for all concerned, including broadcasters. Nice work there from Skaraja. Works it forward, Yatham. Yatham. She win the foul? No, doesn't get it. Wanted the whistle, takes the shot instead. That was blocked. Second effort. Too much on it and over and out for a goal kick. Check around the grounds. Still Uni nil, Illawarra 2, and no score Manly and Western Sydney Wanderers. All three matches underway at the moment after the half-hour mark. It was a big win last night for Northern Tigers, 6-2 over the Newcastle Jets at NCRA. And Bill Banfield was on deck. AB on the hill doing her best work, pulling that one last night. And Eric Subiano, where else would you find Eric but at the Arctic Circle? Christie Park as Spirit beat UNSW 1-0. Certainly feels like the Arctic Circle this evening. Very cool evening in the inner west. Not surprising to see plenty of players in long sleeves tonight, given the conditions. Stands up in our commentary position. Plenty of players opting for the long sleeves tonight on a day like this. It's not hard to understand why. But Cheney being given the mark by Charlotte Flynn. The wind chill taking several degrees off the temperature. It's already into single figures. That's 18 Keane. Baxter Thew. Combining. They work it forward Olympic. Thew sees that one out. Buda Heap keeping her company. Throw goes the way of Olympic. Gladesville going to take the throw, but then realising they didn't get the signal from Charlotte Flynn. Didn't get the call her way. Gladesville trying to fashion something. They'll give away the free kick. Got the foul count 4-2 in favour of Olympic, so certainly not too much in it this afternoon. Only a few shots on goal, to be fair. Shot count surprisingly low, given the conditions. Not the easiest afternoon for the strikers. Coleman back between the sticks this afternoon after Shem Karmas made a one-game cameo last week along with Taryn King. Their 1-1 draw at Illawarra. Form line certainly seems to be holding out with a good showing. Hamilton. Ball stays in the field of play. Olympic doing well. Cleared away in the end by Gladesville up towards halfway, and they can't keep it in. Gladesville saying it crossed the line, but referee Flynn and the assistant on that far side, Olivia Shivers, not ruling the same way. Next to Hugh. All the way back to Brianna Clark, almost on a goal line there. Suniga. Nice ball forward. Gladesville, there's a foul and a free kick. Alyssa Wynnum, incredulous that the foul's been given to Eliza Hamilton, but she had a fairly easy decision there, Charlotte Flynn. That was an A-grade decision there. An easy one to make. Almost 40 minutes gone, so nearly 5 minutes left in the first half. Takes a deflection. Goes over and out. That'll be a corner, will it? Yes, it will. First corner of the day. Goes the way of Gladesville after 40 minutes on the far side. Gladesville left, so it'll be an outswinger, you would expect. Ball given, in it comes. To the back post over the top of everybody. Call was let it go, and they did, and Olympic win the throw. Almost in the back pocket, if you like. Hall's working it forward. Ball worked back into the area. Not a bad ball forward either. It's out Hamilton. Trying to turn. Lays it off nicely. In fact, that is Hamilton on the ball now. Abuda swings it in. Across the face. There was a player at the back post, but just couldn't be found. Goes over and out for a goal kick, but dangerous efforts there from Gladesville late in the first half. Put out by Sarah Yadam right in front of our commentary position. Don't forget to listen to Kickoff, the official podcast of Football New South Wales. I mentioned Annabelle Banfield before. AB joins Teo Pellizzeri to discuss all the latest football news from NPL men's and women's competitions and the leagues as well. Women's guest this month is Isabella Coco DeCipio. Keane tries to head it to goal, cleared away at the last line. Almost break for Voice Yield and Gladesville able to clear their lines at the last second. Very hairy effort there for Gladesville. So I was saying, kick off the official podcast. Isabella Coco DeCipio joins AB and Teo for a chat about all things football. A great chat with Isabella, and you have to check out the five-a-side team. That's the carrot dangled in front of all the guests on kickoff this time around. So see if your favourite player got into the five-a-side team. Join Annabelle and Teo for kickoff, the official Football New South Wales podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts from, and well worth a listen, might I add. Very entertaining and informative podcast on kickoff. Inside 90 seconds remaining in the first half. First corner of the day for Olympic on the right. Keane swings it to the right. Towards the line. Can they keep it in? They can, but it doesn't stay in. It's over and out for a goal kick. Sydney Olympic 1, Gladesville Ravens 0. Mike Shane with you this evening on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. Great to have your company wherever you are. Into the final 60 seconds of the first half. Here's a chance for Habuta if she can get on the end of that. Also there was Morgan Roberts. The Sydney Olympic able to come away with it. It's a foul from Channing on Skaraja. Just inside Olympic territory. Bobby Gordon to put a right boot. Excuse me. It's that time of year. Bobby Gordon putting a right boot through it. Should get another chance here. Hopefully the voice holds out for another 45 minutes. Paul swings it down the line, but that one over and out. Shouldn't think there'd be a lot of added time in the first half. Hasn't been too many stoppages in the opening 45 as we tick into red time. Tara Baldana with the throw. Right to go back. Work down the line. Nice combination here. Yatum down the left-hand side. Chance for Olympic late. Rides the bump. Keeps going. Swings it across field through Skaraja to Wynnum. Fernandez. Can't get through the Gladesville defence this time. Hasn't been cleared away. Roberts does well. And Miku Suniga wins the foul. They play on quickly. Gladesville down the left-hand side. 18 Keane watching that one. Over and out, and Charlotte Flynn says, thank you, everybody. Time for a drink. Here at Peter Moore Field, half-time in this round 14 NPL women's match. It's Sydney Olympic 1, leading Gladesville Ravens 0. We will take a break. Back in about 15 minutes. Make sure you stay with us for the second half of this entertaining match. It's Olympic leading 1-0 at half-time.
ကောင်းရှိရလားခပီကောင်းရှိရတော့ပါတယ်လို့ရှော့ဟိုကခုပဲရှိလွယ်ရဟာပဲလုပ်လိုက်ရကြောက်ကြော်နေတော့ရတယ်အဲ့ပဲချင်းနောက်တစ်နိုင်ခွဲဝင်သမီးရစားပြီအေးလားအမဒီသူ့ဟီတာလေးဖွင့်ပြထားလိုက်အောင်ဒီတော့အဲ့လိုပေါ့ကတဲ့ပေါက်လေးလည်းဖွင့်ထားတော့
Welcome back to Petermore Field, half-time in this round 14 NPL New South Wales women's match. It's Sydney Olympic leading Gladesville by 1-0. Mike Sheen with you this evening. Set for the second half, it was Sarah Yatum on 8 minutes getting the scoring underway. Got the poke home. I believe they've credited her with the goal. The stats, as you can see on the screen, not a lot in it. Shot count very low. I've got a little bit higher on my one, but we won't argue that. And there's the whistle to get us underway for the second 45 minutes. Sydney Olympic playing from in front. Is that a foul in the box? The referee, Charlotte Flynn, says no deal there. Suniga can't keep it in the field of play. I had a shout there, Sydney Olympic, inside the opening seconds of the second half. 18 Keane going down inside the box. Charlotte Flynn in excellent position, said no deal. No foul, play on. Olympic fans not too thrilled with that. Seconds after the whistle to commence the second half. Got a substitution on at the break. That is Peter Trimmis on in 39. We'll try and work out who's come off in a moment. So Peter Trimmis coming on for Olympic, her club debut. Got a corner for Olympic on the right-hand side as well. As you'd understand, not a big crowd here at Petermore Field this evening. Wintry conditions not doing anything to help the situation. Corner taken short, Wynnum dancing a merry jig, cutting this way and that. Brings it back to Keane. Drive man on. I'll settle it here. Olympic to the far side. Touch forward. Another one who's on at halftime, Tiana Fuller. She's also come on, so a double change from George Beltsos at the break. Bringing on the two grand final stars as they shoot over the bar, Sydney Olympic. Gladesville. Remains 1-0 for the stages of the second half. Buda brings it round the corner. Roberts. This down the right-hand side. Wings it forward. That's a lovely ball forward. Has a player on the outside in the form of Yatten. Inside the box is Fuller. Peter Trimmis. Forward. No one goes up the line. Referee says it'll be a corner to Sydney Olympic. Corner on the far side for Olympic. Take the short option quickly. Wynnum dancing a jig, swings it into the box. Easily taken by Coleman. Moreno. Keane. Keane wins that little battle, but only finds Annie Halls, the skipper, for Gladesville tonight. Now it's Trimmis through midfield. The idea was right there from the former Mariner. Say former Mariner, she was in the lineup last year for the academy. Clark has to clear that one away. Abuda, Suniga. Suniga found Familton. No one will be a corner for Gladesville on the right-hand side. So plenty of action after the halftime break. They've just restarted at Cromer Park. Barely a minute gone there. No change to the score. Manly and Western Sydney Wanderers 0-0. Remains 2-0 Illawarra over Sydney University at halftime at Uni Football Park. Gladesville trying to change the score here. Good corner in. Headed away by Olympic, out for a Gladesville corner, 2 in succession. Rinse and repeat on the right. Plenty of bodies in the black and white shirts. Plenty inside the box. What can they do with this? In it comes. Cleared away. Yatham does well to see it away. Now down the left-hand side. Trimmers trying to get on the end of that. Yatham. Trimmers. Down the left-hand side. That's a lovely ball. Now into the area, trying to pick out Tiana Fuller, who puts it off the crossbar. Centimetres away from doubling the lead, Sydney Olympic. Tiana Fuller chipping it onto the bar. Brianna Clark watched on as Eliza Coleman was anchored to the spot. Long-range effort over the top. Coleman claims that one easily and we all draw breath. Has been played at a good tempo tonight, this one. All worked forward the other end. Clark controls that one, decides not to claim it, but controls it. Gabby Peak. And keep it in. Wilford Carroll down the line. Finds Familton. Put out by Baxter Thew. Worked into the area by Gladesville. Ball to the back post. Roberts was in the neighbourhood, but that was too deep and over her head. Couldn't get on the end of that. And for a goal kick. He's dying down a little bit, but only a little bit. Bit of an issue here, I think, with Brianna Clark. Issue here for Bree Clark, so I think she's called it a night. And the substitute keeper coming on. So an unexpected change early in the second half. That's Annalie Grove in number 31. That graphic might be incorrect. Just check my information, but I had it as Annalie Grove in 31. I'm going to go with that for the time being. That's what's listed on my team list here, so we'll go with that. Annalie Grove replacing Brianna Clark in the 52nd minute. A keeper change. You don't see that every day, so there must be an issue with Clark. Hopefully it's not too serious as we see a goal at the other end for Sydney Olympic. Hasn't affected their form too much. 18 Keane getting the goal to double the score for Sydney Olympic. So Sydney Olympic double down and make it 2-0 54 minutes gone here at Peter Moore Field. Sydney Olympic 2, Gladesville Ravens 0. And I said it's been all action tonight. I certainly wasn't joking, and barely scribbled down on my notepad the changes in goal. I look up at the other end, the ball's in the back of the net. That's how fast it can happen at NPL level. Certainly need to have your wits about you. Now Gladesville, they say 2 goals, the most dangerous one in football. Roberts wins the throw deep on the right. Moreno, can she do something for the visitors? Halls tried to find Roberts down the line. Excuse me, well intercepted. Wynnum through midfield, dangerous run. Intercepted by Channing at the back for Gladesville. Fernandez for Trimmers. Now wide to the right-hand side for Gabby Peak. Mr. Maxine not in the lineup tonight. Wynnum. Slides it inside, gets it back. Yatum. 1-2, 1-2. Do-si-do, grab your partner. Miku Suniga wanted to interrupt that party. Yana Fuller takes on Lexi Moreno. Channing slides it forward for Annie Halls, who can run onto that through midfield. Nice one touch. Didn't have time to do much more than measure a feather touch on it. And it goes all the way back to Grove, who slips. Got it away, though. Did well to see it away and get it out. It'll be a throw to Gladesville on the far side, though. We've had 11 minutes second half. Olympic doubling down on their lead thanks to 18 Keane. Grove falls on that one in the highlighter pink. She decides to overarm out to Seri Yatum. Wynnum cuts back. Look on Annie Halls. Fisher Allen sees it up to halfway. Chloe Gordon using the body. Did well to ride the challenge there. I think it was Roberts on her back. Now through midfield, Maya Fernandez. Plenty of room in midfield for Olympic. They're opening them up. Shot comes in and tipped away. Good save from Eliza Coleman. Did very well. Put out for a corner. Quick check around the grounds before the corner kick. It's still University 0, Illawarra 2, Manly 0, Wanderers 0. As you can see, our 7th corner of the night, 4 in favour of the home side. They take this one on the right. They take the short option. Yatum wanted to pull the trigger there. Ball worked in by Fernandez to the back post. Did it take a deflection? They want a corner and they'll get it here, Olympic. I think the assistant, Alia Elzine, helped out with that call. Charlotte Flynn might have been a little unsighted on that one. Delayed call there in favour of Olympic. Looks like it's Wynnum and Fernandez to work a little set move here on the far side. The Olympic left. Almost an hour gone here at Peter Moore Field. The in-swinger comes in. Yatum takes on Halls, gets the ball into the area. But Eliza Coleman with an excellent save from close range. Had to be alert, and she was. With the call in the background, let it bounce. They did, Gladesville. Suniga over the top, trying to pick out Roberts, but she had very little chance of reeling that one in. Maya Fernandez and Charlotte Flynn in the quick discussion. Don't forget the world famous, the legendary Team of the Week will be announced early next week. Will your favourite player be in the Team of the Week list? You'll have to keep your eye on the Football New South Wales socials and find out who makes Team of the Week. It's an exclusive, elusive club, that one, to make Team of the Week. Will your favourite player be on there? You'll have to keep your eyes peeled on the Football New South Wales socials early next week to find out. Now we'll go on here at Peter Moore Field. Sydney Olympic 2, Gladesville Ravens 0. Would be 3 on the bounce for Olympic. Takes them up to 12 points, only one behind Gladesville if the result stands. With the club championship standings, that would certainly boost their cause as well. Olympic would climb over Sydney University if that result holds at Uni Park. Would climb over Uni to 11th, only a point behind Gladesville. MacArthur will remain on 9. They'll drop down to minus 20 goal difference. Newcastle still at the bottom of the ladder. Club championship coming in. Olympic were about 20 points behind MacArthur coming into this one. Getting the throw on the right-hand side, and that was a heavy nudge. You heard the yelp of anguish. I think it was Sarah Yadam who wore one right in the broad of the back. Yeah, that one stung the Olympic player, and you could hear the cry. There's a free kick just outside the area. Dangerous territory for Olympic. Only a metre or two outside the 18-yard box. Luger standing the mark. Charlotte Flynn signals will take it on the whistle as per usual. Wynnum chips it to the back post. It found a head. That's 18 Keane. Now Gordon. Gordon only finds the touchline. Looks like we'll have a substitution here at Peter Moore Field. Just waiting for the all clear to be given to resume play. It looks like Kaylee Shannon has come on for Gladesville after 63 minutes. Regular off the bench, Kaylee Shannon for Gladesville. It's around 20-odd minutes per week, maybe a little bit less depending on the context of the match. Yeah. Also another one here with Paddy Sherrilambis coming on in number 11. Replacing Morgan Roberts. There is the aforementioned Sherrilambis. Free kick going the way of Sydney Olympic. Still in front on the foul count tonight, the home side. Tiana Fuller dispossessed by Channing. Olympics certainly have been first to the ball tonight. Whether getting to commentators as well as players. Still over 25 minutes remaining. We'll try and get our way through the end of this one. Wynnum takes on Halls. Doesn't win out. Gets the throw though, right-hand side of the Gladesville defence. Dean Keane couldn't keep that one in. Wanted the corner kick, but The appeals were turned down. Looks like Wanderers have taken the lead at Cromer Park thanks to Talia Eunice on the hour. So Manly United 0, Western Sydney Wanderers 1 after an hour. Still University 0, Illawarra 2, approaching the hour mark at Uni Park. Here the same scoreline in favour of the home team, Sydney Olympic, with 25 to go. Sinung Saad, she's come on for Gladesville as well, so certainly ringing the changes. Gladesville, Shara Lambisk, Shannon and Nung Saad certainly going for it here, the Ravens. Final 25 minutes plus change. Throw on the far side of the ground. Goes the way of Gladesville. Love a goal here, the Ravens. Haven't had many chances. Rise of handball against Shara Lambis. Turned down. Hamilton down the right. Takes on Gordon. Gordon does enough to see it out for a goal kick. Good defending there from Sydney Olympic. Bit of whistle here against Gladesville. Lauren Phelps, I think, might be in a spot of bother here with Charlotte Flynn. Laying down the law to Lauren Phelps. Phelps. In charge of Gladesville. You can see the beanie on there. It's that sort of day. We're all rugged up to the nines here at Peter Moore Field this evening. Olympic through midfield. That's a good run upfield. Pass wasn't the best, but it found Yadam. Down the line further. Peter Trimmers taking on Wilfred Carroll. Cuts back inside, still with it, got the shot away. Had to be cleared away at the last by Gladesville. Hit over the top from Maya Fernandez was a little excessive. Charlotte Flynn keeping control of this one. Not letting it get out of hand. Saad wearing the long sleeves and the gloves. Wynnum's been dynamic tonight through midfield. Now Olympic down the left. A third goal you would think would ice this one with just over 20 to go. Great run upfield to the edge of the box. Inside the box, still going. 18 Keane deserved better. Couldn't finish it off with a goal. Did all the hard work herself, 18 Keane, and just couldn't finish it how she would have liked. Disappointing end to that passage of play. The great run through from 18 Keane. And the finish just centimetres away from a much-deserved goal and a third to seal it for Olympic. Gordon. Forward, but Olympic under control. Gordon drops back, turns it inside. Risky ball. Grove clears away. Had to scramble out Annalie Grove and see that one away. Charlotte Flynn's been hot on that tonight. Phelps getting frustrated on the bench. You can see the puffer jackets and blankets and tracksuits and the like. Temperature in single figures here at Belmore this evening. Certainly not a day to be out and about doing much of anything, really. All on the far side. Wynnum does well to keep control. Takes on Halls. Can't get past her. Now they swing it to Gabby Peak on the right. Taking on Alyssa Nungsard. Yatham. There's Wilford Carroll for company. Yatham still pushing forward. Takes on Nungsard. Slides it forward. Tried to pick out Gabby Peak on the right. Just couldn't quite measure it in the end. Now it's Familton. She's been good tonight, Eliza Familton. Has worked hard. Good run forward from her. Slides it to the left-hand side. Lovely ball for Alyssa Nungsard. Has to chase after it. Can she keep it in? Just. No. Thought she'd done enough. He just rolled over the line. Out for a goal kick. But a great ball from Familton there, and Nungsard centimetres from keeping it in. We might have another. Oh, it's a free kick, sorry. Just looking at the monitor at the game at University. I thought we had another goal, but just a free kick in the centre circle by the looks of it. Shannon tried to cut inside Baldana. Couldn't do so. Won the corner, though. Fourth one of the night for Gladesville. Cheryl Lambis, the veteran, to whip this one in the ninth corner of the night. The Ravens, as you can see, with 4. Left footer swings it in towards the box. Easily taken by Grove at the back. Nicely taken by the reserve keeper. Having to come on about 20 minutes ago, replacing Brianna Clark, who's picked up a knock and obviously not 100%. Nungsard, Charalambis works it over the top. Fernandez and Wynnum combining. Wynnum back to Fernandez. Centre circle just a little bit worn here at Peter Moore Field. Sard puts that one out for a throw to Olympic. Left-hand side of the Gladesville defence. Inside the final 20 minutes here. Sydney Olympic 2, Gladesville Ravens 0. Mike Shane with you this evening for the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. Great to have your company. Sarah Yatham slides it across the goal line. Had to be cleared away. And for another corner to Olympic. Make that number 6. The tally reaches double figures. Around the grounds, still Sydney University 0, Illawarra Stingrays 2, and Manly United 0, Western Sydney Wanderers 1. Both games with about 20 or 22 minutes remaining around the three-quarter mark of those matches. Corner on the right here, worked in. Deflected by Gladesville, and they're able to clear it away safely. Olympic able to see it away. Charalambis turns it inside. Nice ball for Nungsard. Slides it forward. The idea was right. Second effort here. Worked forward. Grove will watch that one outside her area. It should dribble over the line, and does. No, it just stays in, actually. She'll claim that inside her 18-yard box. Drop kick. Something you see every day. Was there a nudge in the back? Yes. Wilfred Carroll turns in protest. Who, me? I didn't do it. Unfortunately, the referee and the cameras say otherwise. Clear nudge in the back there on that occasion. Charalambis sends it forward. She's been out of the team for a number of weeks. Sunigar feeds it forward, looking for Nungsard. She'll get to that one. Works it forward. Hamilton couldn't get there in time. The rangy forward couldn't get there in time, and he's taken at the back by Grove. We're under a little bit of pressure here from Gladesville the last 5 or 10 minutes. And the Ravens find a goal and give us an interesting finish, the grandstand finish we're hoping for. Halls turns it inside. Hamilton takes on 1 and 2. Want to swerve her way through, but couldn't do so. Wynnum on the counter. Finds 18 Keane in some space. Slides it forward. Holman easily taking that one at the back. 15 to go at Petermore Field. Sydney Olympic 2, Gladesville Ravens 0. Mike Sheen with you this evening. Hope you're enjoying it. Well, certainly being played at been a good tempo tonight from both sides. Free kick going the way of Olympic. Got the foul count 11-5 in favour of Olympic. The majority of well, actually, we've only had, on my count, 4-1 in the second half. My sheep, we've got a goal at University to the home side. Sydney University 1, Illawarra Stingrays 2. That one up and over. On the other field, they would have raised the flags for 2 points, but not tonight. It's 2-0 here, but at Camperdown, Sydney Uni 1, Illawarra Stingrays 2 with 19 to go there. Remains Manly United 0, Western Sydney Wanderers 1. And Cromer Park, 18, tick under 18 minutes remaining there. Yatum. Down the left-hand side, Peter Trimmis. Takes on 2 defenders, beats them, gets around the inside. Cuts it back, Wynnum. Looking for number 6 goal of the season. Mind you, it's only her 3rd outing. 3 games in about 10 days. In the blue and white. Love to find a half dozen here tonight. Trimmis. Wynnum goes short. But intercepted by Gladesville. Shannon. Puts it forward to halfway, but defence is there. Cheryl Lambus able to check up. For an option. Shannon back to Cheryl Lambus. Suniga goes to ground. We've got a head clash here. Both players have gone straight to ground. It was Baxter Thew and Miku Suniga. Suniga, I think, just nursing more of a headache rather than anything. Baxter Thew, a little more concern shown for her. I don't think it's too bad, but referee Charlotte Flynn calling a stop to play, so it'll be an Olympic drop ball, uncontested drop ball. This play resumes, just under 12 minutes remaining. Advantage to Gladesville here. Hamilton. Let's get past Thew. Gordon comes in to help out. Sees it away. Suniga. Take by Grove. One timer there from Miku Suniga. Couldn't do a lot with it, but tried to perform a miracle. Grove up to the task and ensuring that didn't happen. Seri Yatum having a bit of a moment there. Would like to have that one over, but Not able to do so. Shara Lambis, Hamilton. Gladesville pressing hard. Ball into the box. Second effort, Hamilton gets there first. A reload through Channing. Hit away by Olympic, but Gladesville will run onto it and win it through Keisha Allen. Shannon working hard on the right. Tiana Fuller wins the throw on the far side. Just over 10 minutes remaining. Sydney Olympic 2, Gladesville Ravens 0. The Sydney Olympic throw. Final 10 minutes here at Bedmore Field. Scored 13 goals in their last 3 games, Sydney Olympic. 7 in the midweeker against Newcastle Jets about 10 days ago, the deferred round 9 match. Have we? Natalie Sproul coming on for the final 9 minutes. And Miku Suniga takes leave after a solid shift from her, 80-odd minutes. Good night at the office for Miku Suniga and a well-earned breather. Just on 10 minutes remaining. Now Wynnum. Sliding forward. Trimmers. Yatum. Yatum finds a metre of space. Olympic go down inside the box. That was 18 Keane. There's bodies everywhere. Protests from left, right and centre, but Charlotte Flynn not having a bar of any of it. She says, goal kick, thank you. Certainly earned her money tonight, Charlotte Flynn, being in charge of this one. No big pardons out in the middle, that's for sure. 8 minutes remaining. Gladesville would love to get one late to make this interesting. See if they can put some pressure on Olympic. So I was saying 11 goals in their last 2 games, 7 against Newcastle. About 10 days ago here at Petermore Field, it was Maxine Peake, Borromeo, 18 Keane, Voicey Yulden and Alyssa Wynnum with 3 on the night. There's a chance. Sproul takes on Gabby Peake. The veteran defender sees it out. And before that, it was 4-2, or more recently, 4-2 over MacArthur last Sunday. An own goal, 18 Keane and Alyssa Wynnum with a pair. A brace giving her 5 in 2 starts. Not on the sheet tonight, but 18 Keane has another one. That's her 3rd in 3 outings. 18 Keane getting on the score sheet every week with regularity since she's joined the Belmore club. Before that, it had been a lean old spell in the first couple of months. They went down 3-0, restarts back to Apia at Lambert Park. Meanwhile, for Gladesville, been a more consistent effort. A win, a loss, and a draw. So one of each, take your pick. Hamilton into the area, takes a deflection. Grove claims it. Last week, 1-1 down in Wollongong with Illawarra Stingrays. Niku Suniga scoring with 5 minutes remaining to level that one up. Before that, a 3-2 loss at home to Bulls FC Academy. And a 4-0 win away at Uni Park over the Students. Nungsad with a brace, Habuda and Roberts scoring on that occasion. The ball finds the back of the net, but the whistle had already gone. Ball was offside. Yep. Third one of the night. In favour of Gladesville. Now Sproul taking on Few. Wins out. Good little win there from Natalie Sproul. Nungsad can't get there in time. She'll take on Wynnum and come out in front. Shara Lambers holds it up. Balls. 5 to go here. Really need to score now if there any chance. Allen and Channing. Coming out of defence. Just trying to work it forward here, Gladesville. Wynnum. Shara Lambers. Gets it back. Has options further afield. That's a lovely ball down the line for Kaylee Shannon. Cuts it back at the near post. Grove was there. Hamilton was right on the doorstep, but Grove had front position to claim it. Olympic able to clear their lines as far as Wilford Carroll. All on halfway with Tara Baudana. Trimmers. Into the final couple of minutes, looks like Olympic will take a third straight win. Climb up the ladder. Now Olympic throwing everything forward in the final couple of minutes. And they must do something. Shannon. Wynnum. Trimmers. With some space. Lovely ball forward. Trying to pick out Tiana Fuller. Coleman had to come out. Trimmers. Yatham. 1-2 with Trimmers down the right. They won't want to give her any room. Annie Halls knows that and decides to clear to safety easily. Sproul. Trying to work it forward, the lanky number 19. Trimmers. All the way back to Coleman now inside the final 2 minutes. Quick check around the grounds, no change to the scores. Sydney Uni 1, Illawarra 2 with about 6.5 to go at Uni Park, and Cromer Park about 5.5 to go. Manly United 0, Western Sydney Wanderers 1. The other two evening matches earlier today, MacArthur Rams 1, Apia Olympic 2, Apia Leichhardt 2, and it was Bulls FC Academy 2, Mount Druitt Town Rangers 0. The win, I think Illawarra goes top of the table on goal difference ahead of Mount Druitt. Though the Rangers do have a game in hand. Excuse me. Zard across the halfway line. Now Cheryl Lambers. Channing down the line. Blue and white shirts there. That one over and out. So into the final 30 seconds of regulation. Again, won't be a lot of added time in the second half. We only had about 90 seconds in the first half. Won't be a lot in the second. Red time, you can hear Charlotte Flynn telling the keeper to hurry up and keep the game moving. There will be a yellow card for time wasting there. First yellow card of the night. A chance for 18 Keane down the left in stoppage time. Keane looking for the corner. Gets through two of them, does brilliantly. Cuts it back for Fuller. Now Trimmers. Trimmers wants to get on the right, just not able to get a clear shot away. Wilfred Carroll did very well to see that one away. Up to halfway and beyond. Now the counter-attack from Nungsard. Cuts back on a right foot. Tried to work it forward, but the defence was there from Olympic. See that one away. Cheryl Lambers looking for Shannon. Keane down the left. Puccini gets her body in the road and buys herself a little bit of time. Keane comes again. Referee will say an Olympic throw. The second minute of added time. Wynnum. She's had a mighty game as per usual, Alyssa Wynnum. 3 starts, 3 wins for Alyssa Wynnum. It's 13 goals if my maths is right. In her 3 outings, Peter Trimmis also in the lineup tonight. Wynnum has a look and finds the bottom corner. That is a clinical finish, and that ices 3 points for Sydney Olympic. Alyssa Wynnum has been a dynamo and probably deserves that one. 3 in a row for Sydney Olympic. Their march up the ladder continues, and they take all 3 points on a cold Sunday night at home. Sydney Olympic 3, Gladesville Ravens 0. And a deserved goal for Alyssa Wynnum late in this match. So Olympic will take all 3 points on the back of 3 goals. 1 early in the second half, 1 late in the second. In fact, it's not a foul, it's a throw only. A lot of time remaining in this one. We're into the 4th minute of added time. Miss Wynnum. Dispossessed. Shannon. Gotard off the bench. Hayley Shannon having about 25 minutes of game time tonight. Ball still in the field of play. Grimace only got clean bowled there. Yatum. Back to goal. Oh, nice little mini scorpion, I guess. Adam just settles it. As we continue on down the line. Trimmers. Good off the bench. One goes out for a corner. For Sydney Olympic. That's number 7 on my count. We've got an equaliser at Cromer Park in stoppage time. Manly United 1, Western Sydney Wanderers 1. Sydney Uni 1, Illawarra 2. The other match underway at University Park. Here it's 3-0 as we approach 5 minutes of added time. Wynnum on the left. And to be cleared away by the Gladesville defence. And Charlotte Flynn says, thank you very much, everybody. That will do us. 3 of the best from Sydney Olympic results in a 3-0 victory for the home side. Full time here at Peter Moore Field. Mike Shane signing off. Sydney Olympic 3, Gladesville Ravens 0. Thanks for joining us and good night.